Story, I think I'll have... Yes, Sarah Ann Leslie and Juliet Seagrave, please, Jackie.
Juliet's agent. She's with Della Watts, isn't she?
I'm not sure, doesn't say here.
Oh, yes, she is.
And for the finale, I think I'll have Christina Burrows.
Christina Burrows? Are you sure you can afford her? She recently did the Harding collection in New York.
Yes, I know, but I need someone of her caliber to show these.
Phew. See what you mean. Stunning.
Aren't they? Would you believe it? They nearly ended up in the wastepaper basket. I have a wonderful son-in-law, Jackie, but a very explosive and temperamental partner.
Jan, temperament's a small price to pay if you can come up with designs like these.
I know. Trouble I had convincing him. He was sure it wouldn't fall properly, but I just knew it had something.
Oh, I'll say.
And now, of course, we agree there's only one outfit to end the show, and that's the one.
Well, if that doesn't leave the buyers wanting more, I don't know what else will.
Well, let's hope so. But I need a top model to show it, just to make sure.
I'll do an availability check on her and get back to you.
Thanks. And, Jackie, don't worry about the fee. I'll pay the going rate.
You're really going for broke on this collection, aren't you?
I have to. It's the only way we have of getting ourselves established.
Well, now, don't misunderstand me, Andrew. I trust Sir John implicitly. He's been a close family friend for many years and a valuable business associate. But, in the circumstances, I felt it better that you were briefed in private.
Yes, of course. Charles, there's no danger of a referral on this bid, is there?
I don't think that need trouble us.
No, but if there is, could it expose, shall we say, certain vulnerabilities?
Gerald.
Well, you see, Railton forecast in its defence document that they had re-evaluated certain assets for reinvestment.
Well,
Now,
I thought that was a shrewd move. Especially from a target company clearly desperate to lobby its shareholders.
Yes, look, lobbying shareholders is one thing. Incompetence is quite another. The managing director, James Sinclair, announced at a board meeting 10 days after the defence document was published that rather than using those assets for general reinvestment, the company would instead diversify its manufacturing base into 3 subsidiary companies, each one of them claiming a capacity for exploiting high percentages of the available marketplace.
So the only person who's vulnerable if the bid is referred is Sinclair.
Precisely, along with certain other members of the board.
This information, Charles, how did you obtain it?
I obtained it. That's all that matters.
I take it you won't be retaining any of the current management team?
Possibly one.
You are like a fish.
Oh, thank you very much.
It is like you have spent your entire life in the water.
Not quite. Almost. On the water. Sailing.
Of course. Well, tomorrow we go back to England to spend the rest of our life together. Are you happy with that thought?
Oh, yes. I am, Claude. Very happy with the thought.
Mr. Sayers heard a report on the local radio about a takeover.
Yeah, so he said.
Any idea if it's true?
Well, something's going on, all right. Well, they wouldn't be locked in them.
See you tomorrow, Leah.
Leo, why are you talking? You just walked past me as if I didn't exist.
I didn't think there was anything else we had to say.
Look, I'm sorry about what I said the other night at my mother's.
Yeah, so am
I can understand you being angry, but don't shut me out, please. I need to talk to you.
When it's all said and done, I still don't know what all the panic's about and why everyone's overreacting. Relton's been taken over, so what?
Listen, Jack, it's not a question of overreacting. It's a question of considering all the options in order to protect our interests.
Against what? We don't know for sure how it's going to affect us.
No. We're vulnerable and in no position to negotiate with a new regime. Our cash flow relies heavily on residuals from Barracuda. If she's suddenly dropped from Relton's range, or they decide not to exercise their options on any of Tom's other designs,
then we shall just have to go back to building traditional boats again, won't we?
No, don't let's go through that again, please. There's no business. You know it.
I've got an order.
one order is not enough. We've still got a heavy overdraft to carry.
Yeah, no wonder, with the amounts you spend on the boat show.
Relton are covering that.
Oh, how kind.
We've still got to carry and clear an overdraft, or hadn't you noticed?
Oh, I have noticed. And part of it has been cleared by my order.
Look, Jack, nobody's disputing the fact that you've got an order, but as Avril's pointed out, one is not enough.
It's a start.
We can't rely on traditional business to sustain the yard. Maybe 20 years ago, but not now, and certainly not now the way the situation is at Relton.
We've got to be prepared and consider other options.
Okay. Like what?
Like meeting Muller for a start.
Why, to try and flog the catamaran?
If need be.
Now, I've told you before, Avril, I'm not having this yard go into serious production again. It's a waste of time. So you can forget it.
It is if you won't look at things objectively.
Oh, I'm looking at things objectively, all right, and I object to you forcing craftsmen to work on assembly lines just because Relton's been taken over and you're both overreacting.
The only person who's overreacting is you.
Hi.
Oh, Ken, it's only you.
Well, don't sound so enthused. Who were you expecting, Robert Redford?
You frightened me, that's all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What brings you here?
Well, I was in the area. Thought I'd drop in and find you, as usual, working late.
Yes, it's been hectic lately.
Why not get away from it? How about dinner?
Oh, Ken, I can't. I've got so much work to do for the collection. I think I'll have an early night.
If you don't feel like it, I've got a better idea.
What's that?
Surprise.
What are you up to?
I've got some very exciting news. Could affect us both.
Anyway, I got to the station and decided to try and catch you at the yard. I didn't want to leave without seeing you.
You didn't have to.
I wanted to. It's important to me.
Sure you're doing the right thing moving out? Found a job?
I've got a few interviews.
What about a place?
I'll be staying with Curtis until I find somewhere of my own.
Oh.
Look, he's not what you think, Leo. He's just someone like you, sensitive to the wrongs of the world, and he wants to try to do something about it.
It doesn't matter what I think. You've obviously made up your own mind how you feel.
That's where you're wrong. The way things have been in my life lately. The baby, Oren. Everything at home. I don't know, I'm just so confused. I don't know how I feel.
About what?
Everything. Curtis. You. You know, no matter how much I try to deny it, I realize now you mean a hell of a lot more to me than just a friend.